All right. I welcome you all today again in our another session of book reading. And fortunately, we are finishing Power today. Power Boleto book Power. We are ending it today and we are starting with the law of attraction. So how was the day today and how was the day yesterday?
Ma'am, yesterday was a very fruitful day. I went for another Sai Sandhya, enjoyed it so nicely, ma'am, and very, very divine evening it was. It was a miracle, magic that I enjoyed so much, ma'am.
Wonderful.
And I did a lot of walking also yesterday, and
Awesome.
morning got up with a gratitude for another beautiful day and going to
Wonderful.
be creating more miracles today, ma'am.
Wonderful. Wonderful. It looks so nice that we
Yes,
are so
ma'am.
joyful to begin our day.
Yeah, ma'am. And yesterday, imagine what happened. I want to share it with you that my daughter had her first child, ma'am, through IVF,
Mm-hmm.
and her both the tubes were blocked.
Mm-hmm.
And ma'am, yesterday she told it's a miracle, ma'am, that she's expecting again.
Wow,
Can you
congratulations.
beat it? Can you beat it, ma'am? What is this?
That's
I
miracle.
mean, yes, ma'am. It is like
Big miracle.
big miracle, ma'am. Big miracle. So she was since she's on the top of her this thing, ma'am, she's taking the decision. So earlier I used to be very, very disturbed that why this, why that, and now today morning I said, universe, I leave it to you. Please guide her to take the right decision.
Wow.
Yeah, ma'am. So it's magic is happening all around, ma'am.
Wonderful. Wonderful. More power to you.
Yes,
Thank you
thank
for
you, ma'am.
sharing. Thank you so much.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Purnima. Good morning,
Mm.
everyone. Yes, there's no doubt about it that every moment the miracles are happening. It's only we need to look at them, that what are those miracles, and more we are focusing on looking at the miracles. Only miracles are bound to happen. If you're looking for troubles, if you are looking at things like which are not going right, definitely they will keep coming on. But when we are looking at miracles, miracles are bound to happen, and no doubt that is what you are sharing every day. Good morning, Bindu. All right. So till now, what have we learned? Okay, let me check. Share your feelings the moment you open your eyes. What were you feeling?
Ma'am, I was feeling very, very positive in the morning. I started doing Ho'oponopono. Then first of all, ma'am, in fact, today I thanked my God, which I was never doing earlier. I thanked the God. Then I thanked the universe, ma'am. And then I started doing my Ho'oponopono, ma'am, and feeling so fresh and nice at the moment, ma'am.
Wonderful.
So since 7:15, I was waiting for you to open the link so that I could join.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
So
Wonderful.
that's it.
How about others? Share your experiences also. Kartika, Purnima.
मैं फीलिंग वेरी पॉजिटिव क्योंकि मॉर्निंग में उठने के बाद ही तुरंत ये करूँ अभी 7:30 7:30 हो जाएगा अभी क्लास चालू हो जाएगा सेशन तो आज तो मैंने उठ के पहला मेरा स्नान ही कर लिया तो मालूम नहीं फिर मैं सब भगवान का सब पढ़ लिया फिर वो पोनो पोनो पिया
Wonderful. So the moment you change your habits,
यस
the moment you change your thinking, that is what we are going to create for 21 days. We were not doing this, and what we were doing was not working for us. Is that right? whatever we were doing was working against us. So I'm working very hard. I'm having sleepless nights, not sleepless nights, but whenever I'm opening my eyes and whatever I'm thinking, even with closed my eyes, is what to create for 21 days. So get ready. From 1st December, we're going to start 21 days challenge. It is going to give you 21 habits for most miraculous life. How does it sound? Because we want to prepare ourselves for the next 365 days so that each day we only count on miracles. It looks so nice to think only about miracles, isn't it? So there are many habits which are going to be very new for you. But how to cultivate 21 habits in 21 days is going to be a big challenge for each one of us. I'll be giving, how much of task did I give you in Diwali? Diwali challenge, कितना काम दिया मैंने करने को? I'm sure लोगों ने अभी 1% भी उसको follow नहीं कर रहे होंगे. Is there anyone?
Ma'am, I'm following all the rituals, ma'am.
Okay, let me know what is that you think we gave in Diwali.
Ma'am, first was the cleansing of the house, ma'am. Then,
Awesome.
ma'am, cleansing of our aura, our
Wonderful.
cleansing, ma'am. Then, ma'am, it was the magical water, ma'am. The
Wonderful.
magic water, ma'am.
Are you
Then the
doing it every day? Are you
yeah,
doing cleansing every day?
ma'am. Yes, see, this bottle is besides me with all the time, ma'am. And then the
Not
magic
water.
rock.
I'm talking about cleansing
Yes,
yourself, cleansing the
yes.
house.
Yes, ma'am. I when I have my bath, ma'am, after that I cleanse the house, ma'am, with
Awesome.
the yeah, ma'am. Then after my puja, I cleanse myself, ma'am.
Awesome.
And ma'am, then with the salt also, ma'am. When I'm bathing, I'm using the salt also, doing ho'oponopono.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah. And so, ma'am, maybe all these things, then the magic rock, ma'am.
Yes. I
Yes.
wanted to check who is practicing magic rock.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, that also is always by med side. So my like kids are saying, "ये क्या रखा हुआ है आपने bed के side में?" So, ma'am, I was getting an idea. I am going to make it very beautiful. I've asked for the water for these colors, ma'am. And
Awesome.
and ma'am, you know what I thought yesterday while doing this manifestation, ma'am? I'm going to make this emblem on
Wow.
this rock.
You are a painter?
Yes, ma'am. I paint.
Oh my goodness. Then
I
people will
so
buy your this magic rock. You know that?
So this is
Awesome.
it just came to my mind. I was thinking, what do I paint on it? Or so while doing the manifestation yesterday, ma'am, I said that's a good idea. Let me just try painting it on
Awesome.
the rock.
Awesome.
So
And one of the books, Rhonda shared it that um, she was ordered this magic rock for $10. Somebody, their
yeah,
child had become sick,
yeah,
and
ma'am.
she thought that this magic rock will work wonders with her, with whose child was not well, something like that. It's a long old story. I don't remember. And
Yes, ma'am. It was in book Secret, ma'am. I read it, and then people started asking her for the rock, ma'am, and she started selling it also there. You know,
yeah, for
this
$10.
was
Yes.
yes, $10.
Yes, yes, yes. So we only make the magic rock by paying just gratitude. That guy used to carry that rock everywhere, and then people started asking him, what is it? And then she said that this is magic rock, and that's how it became so popular. Awesome. So who all are doing these many practices? Look, she's creating maximum miracles, isn't it? Dimpy is sharing always the miracles every day. How many of you are at least practicing 5? Then Gunisha, I want miracles. Give me the story of miracles. If you're practicing, give me miracles. Okay, Kartika, you are practicing how many?
3, ma'am.
3.
Rock. Yes, ma'am, rock. And cleansing home, ma'am.
Wonderful.
Then I take salt water
Okay.
for weekly once, ma'am.
So what changes did you bring?
Ma'am, if I get tired, I take salt water. I feel better, ma'am.
Energetic. It is. It is. It is. But I'm waiting for big miracles, okay? If you don't have a magical diary, if you don't have a miracle diary, you will not be able to share miracles.
Ma'am, yesterday I start write miracle, ma'am.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So keep sharing your number. How many miracles have you created? Doing 3. Good. But if I'll go back today, I'll count how many practices I give you. We could just follow 3 to 5. We couldn't follow more. So people in the 365 days challenge, I will be teaching you each exercise from Saturday onward. Tomorrow is Saturday? Yes. Tomorrow 7:30, I'll be having special class for 365 students for giving them those habits. Got it? I'm not on screen. Okay, Dimple. I will bring myself on screen. So the added benefit. It's not working. So the added benefit is going to be for the people who are serious. Whom do I find serious? Who are sharing miracles. So if you don't have a miracle diary, you're not serious. I'm unable to remove you, Debbie. Got it? Yes.
Yes.
Ma'am,
Yes, Anupma.
Namaste, Romi Didi.
Namaste, namaste, Anupma. Tell me, please.
Yeah, I have a miracle. It's a big miracle to share.
Wow.
Like Romi Didi, my parents go before my birth,
Sorry?
and there
आपके
from
पीछे से
inside.
आवाज आ रही है?
No, ma'am.
आपका माइक खुला है. Can you close that? Yes.
Yes, ma'am. मेरे बर्थ के पहले my parents ने एक लड़की गोद ली थी अनाथ आश्रम से, एंड वो उसको पाल रहे थे, एंड शी बिकेम अ साइंटिस्ट.
Wow.
लेकिन शी ऑलवेज हैड अ ग्रज. हम 2 रियल सिस्टर्स हुई बाद में, तो शी ऑलवेज हैड अ ग्रज कि ये इनके रियल पेरेंट्स हैं, ये रियल बेटियां हैं. तो शी हैड इतनी ज्यादा उसको ग्रज बढ़ गई. शी केम टू अमृतसर एंड शी कॉल्ड मी, एंड मतलब दिस आई एम टेलिंग यू, इट्स अ बिग मिरेकल, एंड आई थिंक एवरीबडी कैन लर्न फ्रॉम दिस. And she called me and she said कि अपने भतीजों को मिल जा. Both her sons are also doctors now. So she
भांजों को. Sisters, children are भांजे ना?
said, she told her driver जब मैं सोई हुई थी, उसने मुझे, क्योंकि साइंटिस्ट है वो, उसने कोई मुझे ऐसी पिल दी कि आई वाज टोटली, मतलब नॉट स्लेप्ट, आई वाज लाइक अ बेहोश. एंड रात को रोमी दीदी उसने मुझे, आई थिंक ये 2017 की शायद बात है, तो उसने, नहीं 2019 की बात है, उसने मुझे रात को अमृतसर जलंधर के हाईवे पे फिकवा दिया विद ऑल माय बैगेज. और मैम एक छोटा सा फोन था, वो कहीं बचा रह गया. उसने मेरे पैसे वैसे सब निकाल लिए कि इसको कोई हेल्प भी ना हो. और पता नहीं कहाँ से फ्यू डेज बैक समवन गिफ्टेड मी, मतलब माय सिस्टर गिफ्टेड मी अ स्मॉल फोन. उसने कहा ये जो स्मॉल फोन है ना, इसमें बहुत अपने क्लोज वंस का नाम लिखना. तो उसमें मैंने अपनी सिस्टर का, 2-4 सन्यासियों का जिनके साथ मैं शास्त्र पढ़ती थी, उनका नाम लिखा। तो उस फोन में सिर्फ 5 नाम थे, और जो मेरा असली एंड्रॉयड फोन था वो मैं घर छोड़ गई थी बाई चांस, बाई मिस्टेक। तो उसको कुछ नहीं मिला। और जब मैं, मतलब पूरी रात, और वी आर फ्रॉम जम्मू, तो वहां से कुछ लड़के गोल्डन टेम्पल
जा रहे थे।
आए हुए थे। हाँ, वो वहां से निकले, and ये रात के 12।
आपका
हाँ,
लिंक अच्छा नहीं है, आपका वाईफाई अच्छा नहीं है, आपकी
मैम
आवाज।
अब आ रही है आवाज?
जी जी। फिर से चली गई। कितनी ड्रामेटिक
कि एक
स्टोरी।
लड़की गिरी पड़ी है, तो उन्होंने मुझे उठाया, और
आप अपना कैमरा बंद करके आवाज करो तो आवाज आ जाए। अनुपमा।
मैं बाहर निकलती हूँ। मैम अब आ रही है आवाज?
आ रही है, आ रही है, आ रही है, जा रही है।
हाँ, के जम्मू के थे, तो वो फैमिली जम्मू की आ रही थी गोल्डन टेम्पल से। तो उन्होंने घर फोन किया, 5 जगह फोन किया, ये कौन है। उन
फिर से चला गया, आपका कनेक्शन वीक है अनुपमा।
अपनी सा पाठ करते रहे कि लड़की को होश आ जाए। और जब मैं सुबह उठी तो वो सारे पाठ कर रहे थे, एंड आई वाज रिटर्न सेफ। बट वो इतनी डेंजरस पॉइंट था कि आई हैड अ, मेरे दिमाग में एकदम से ये आ गया कि फॉरगिवनेस तो मेरे को नहीं आ पा रही थी। पर मेरे को लग रहा था, मैंने उससे रिलेशंस भी तोड़ दिए, पूरे घर में बात फैली। तो बट येस्टरडे आई थॉट, एकदम से मुझे उसका नाम आया और मुझे लगा कि नहीं, आपने जब बोला नेगेटिव कार्मिक अकाउंट क्लियर करने हैं, तो
हम्म।
दिस हैपेंड इन माय लाइफ। और मैंने कल उसी का नाम याद किया, दो इट वाज जेन्युइन। लेकिन फिर भी मैंने ये कहा कि नहीं, अगर दीदी कह रही है तो मैं ये डेफिनेटली आई विल गो थ्रू दिस। और कल मैंने किया, सो लाइट व्हेन आई स्लेप्ट। एंड जब मैं मॉर्निंग में उठी तो जब मुझे वो याद आई, तो मुझे वो साथ में वो मेमोरी भी याद आती है। तो जब मेमोरी याद आई तो मुझे लगा कि नहीं, कल दीदी के वर्ड्स हो गए थे कि आपने क्लियर कर लिया है, ये डिलीट हो गया है, इरेज हो गया है। तो मुझे ऐसे लगा मेरी न्यू लाइफ है।
वंडरफुल, वंडरफुल। इट्स सो इम्पोर्टेंट। कई बार हम कुछ चीजों को छोड़ नहीं पाते हैं। डेफिनेटली जब हादसा होता है ऐसा, तो वी आर
हाँ,
unable to do that forgiveness. But कल
हाँ,
की definitely forgiveness prayer was very very strong, and you took the decision, and you released your soul, you know. At times जो हमारी prosperity होती है, इस वजह से हम सफर करते हैं, हम प्रॉस्पर नहीं हो पाते हैं, क्योंकि हम कहीं ना कहीं नेगेटिव फील कर रहे होते हैं किसी रिलेशनशिप या किसी ऐसे हादसे
हाँ,
की वजह से। हम उनको माफ नहीं कर पाते हैं, और जब हम माफ नहीं कर पाते हैं तो हमें फिर से एक जन्म लेना पड़ता है, यू नो। इट इज सो
हाँ,
मच
क्योंकि
हार्मिंग।
मुझे सभी संतों ने भी कहा कि उसने बुरा करने में कोई कसर नहीं छोड़ी, पर तेरे को भगवान ने बचाने में कोई कसर नहीं छोड़ी।
सो ट्रू।
तो हाँ, बट स्टिल फिर भी दिमाग में, दिल में कहीं उसके नाम के इतना,
अभी आपको
मतलब।
और करना पड़ेगा इसको, अभी
हाँ
पकड़ पकड़ के निकालना पड़ेगा।
जी, रोमी दीदी,
हाँ,
अवश्य।
करो। मोर यू विल डू इट, मोर यू विल रिलीज।
या
यस। डॉक्टर अमिता।
मैम मैम आई हैव अ रिक्वेस्ट विथ यू।
श्योर।
मैम अभी अभी आपने जो बात बोली कि हम कुछ बातों को छोड़ नहीं पाते हैं, उसकी वजह से प्रॉस्पेरिटी रुक जाती है। आप just make this one content of yours separately and share it with us. Probably we would have to share this with many more people who stops having good relationship. इस एक वजह से बहुत सारे relationships खराब हो जाते हैं।
Yes, I have many audios and videos on it, especially on YouTube for karmic
This
account.
particular content is really important, ma'am. What you spoke just now, to forget a particular incident, एक इंसिडेंट की वजह से इंसान अपने रिलेशनशिप अपनी लाइफ पूरी खराब कर लेता है. I am talking this specially because I know a person who is spoiling the life of not only her own but the complete family. Her
Yeah.
or his life is getting affected because of this one negative emotion. तो अगर हम लोग ऐसी बातें ही लोगों को समझा देंगे ना, इतना सा भी अगर लोग समझ जाएंगे तो बहुत चेंजेस आ जाएंगे.
Yes, definitely. I'll make a video on it and I'll definitely share that.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
All right. तो ये कार्मिक अकाउंट हम तब तक लेके घूमते रहते हैं जब तक हम माफी दे नहीं देते. तभी मैं बोलती रहती हूँ कि रोज बोलती हूँ, रोज सुबह याद दिलाती हूँ, टेक 1%. 1%. आप उस पर्सन के लिए हर रोज कर सकते हो. और रिमेंबर, if you're not prospering, somebody's mic is on and there is a noise coming. And remember one thing very clearly, if you are struggling today in any area of your life, any area, there are people struggling in 2, 3, 4 areas. They have money, but they are scared of their future. They have relationship issues. They have career issues. They've lost everything, but they're not releasing karmic accounts. They're not forgiving themselves. They're not forgiving. अभी कल मैं जो हीलिंग किया शाम को, उसको मैं दूसरों को माफी देने तक की छोड़ देती, खुद को माफ नहीं करती. पता है आप लोगों ने कितनी पेन में सोना था? You understand? You getting my point, Mamta? I was कुरेदना
Yes,
कहते हैं,
ma'am.
आपके वुंड्स को कुरेद किया था मैंने
Yeah.
हील करने के लिए. उस पे मरहम तो तभी लगेगा ना जब हम खुद को भी माफ करेंगे. बिकॉज हमने उस कार्मिक अकाउंट की वजह से उस पर्सन को गलत सलत बोला है. उसने बोला, हमने भी बोला, तो हम तो दोनों सेम है ना. We can't
Yes.
say
Yes,
that
ma'am.
I'm good, the other person is bad, the other person is good, I'm bad. So that guilt that you're holding in yourself is not letting you to grow. So that is why I tell you that that person with whom you have karmic account is your guru. How many times I've taught you this? Find good things in that person so that you can forgive that person. And when you start finding good in that person, you actually have forgiven that person. Unless you do not find good in that person, you cannot forgive. You know, I have written hundreds and hundreds of good things in them. That's why I could close my karmic accounts. And that's why I do not connect also to them. You know, Haja, okay. I'll give you one example. Let's say you have a karmic account with one person, which is why you're suffering and suffering and suffering. And when you start doing the prayer, forgiveness prayer, when you start forgiving that person, you start feeling good about that person. How do you feel good about that person? नहीं तो उसका नाम आते ही पेट में गड़गड़, गुस्सा, उदासी, because you've not forgiven that person. But now, when I have forgiven those people who have been troubling me a lot, and I thought them to be my guru, that is why when I took them as guru, अरे गुरु के बारे में कोई बुरा बोलता है क्या? गुरु के बारे में कोई बुरा सोचता है क्या? तो गुरु मानो ना. हैप्पी छठ पूजा. बिकॉज जब आप उसको गुरु मान लोगे ना, तो सारी नाराजगी, गिले शिकवे डिसॉल्व होंगे और फिर प्यार उमड़ेगा. You remember we read in this book about love? When you'll have that love, because the karmic accounts कैसे पैदा होते हैं? हम तो किसी को बहुत प्यार करते हैं, हम तो उनको बहुत प्यार भेजते हैं, बट उधर से प्यार नहीं आता है, उधर से गिला शिकवा, इंसल्ट, ये सब आता है। जब वो सब आता है तो वो कार्मिक अकाउंट बनना शुरू हो जाता है। मैं तो ऐसा करता हूं, मैं तो ऐसी करती हूँ, वो ऐसा करती है, वो ऐसा करते हैं, तो हम बड़े सिली क्वेश्चंस पूछने लग जाते हैं, क्योंकि हम अनजान है, हमें ये पाठ पढ़ाया नहीं गया है। But once you understand that that karmic account has come to you to evolve you, to make you more prosperous, तो selfish होना ही रह गया ना। अभी नहीं आता प्यार, fake it to make it, झूठे से करो, लिखो खूब सारी अच्छी अच्छी चीजें, लेटर लिखो, I love you, I cannot live without you, you've been the best person in my life, because of you my life is evolving, I'm learning so much, I'm having spiritual life journey to start. You can write many things, I can give you hundreds of lines, but it should come from your within. कैसे पता चलेगा किसको हम बहुत प्यार करते हैं, तो कैसे बोलते हैं, उसको वहां शिफ्ट करना है। और जैसे जैसे हम शिफ्ट करते जाएंगे वैसे वैसे हमारी सिचुएशन शिफ्ट होती जाएगी। देन एक टाइम ऐसा आएगा जब उनका नाम आएगा तो सिर्फ अच्छी बातें याद आएंगी। I can tell you hundreds of stories I've gone through. Okay? So we have to must cut our karmic accounts. Yes, Vikash and Neelam.
मैम मेरा एक क्वेश्चन था, एक्चुअली मैंने थोड़ा क्लास टेक किया था, कार्मिक अकाउंट का क्या होता है, थोड़ा सा बताएंगे? तो एक्चुअली
कार्मिक अकाउंट का मतलब होता है कि हमने पिछले जन्म में ए के साथ ऐसा वैसा किया जैसा कि वो इस जन्म में हमारे साथ कर रहे हैं।
अच्छा।
सो अब वो इस जन्म में वॉट एवर दे आर डूइंग टू अस, वी हैव डन विद देम इन द पास्ट लाइफ, and now they have come back to give us whatever the seed we sowed in past life, उसका अब भुगतान करना पड़ेगा।
तो मैम ऐसे तो मैं देखूंगा तो मेरे कार्मिक अकाउंट्स बहुत सारे होंगे।
हाँ,
अभी
तो
है,
सबके होते हैं।
तो उन सबको
हम
क्लियर कर।
या हम आए इसीलिए, हमने कार्मिक अकाउंट क्लियर करना है, और तो कोई पर्पस ही नहीं है लाइफ का। And the tough time we are facing today is only because we are holding those karmic accounts. We are not forgiving them. We are making more karmic account. Maybe we'll meet again and we'll have the same troubles. It can be your child. It can be your parents. It can be your mom-in-law, father-in-law. It can be your sister-in-law. It can be your sister. It can be your brother. It can be your daughter. It can be your neighbor. It can be... have you ever experienced you're going on a road and somebody hits you, and he or she hits you and they start abusing? That's a karmic account. One of the past life, the same thing has happened, and you wonder कि मेरी तो कोई गलती नहीं है, why this guy is abusing me? एक तो चोरी, ऊपर से सीना चोरी, खुद ही एक्सीडेंट भी किया, बस वो अकाउंट वही खत्म हो जाता है, उसके बाद कभी मिलते ही नहीं है हम, वो कार्मिक अकाउंट क्लोज। Trust me, I've not read it anywhere. I've experienced it. I've learned it. So you will have more clarity. Yes, Amita, go ahead, please.
Good morning, ma'am.
Very good morning.
So does this apply to repeated patterns also?
They become patterns later, but first we meet for a karmic account.
Yeah, but the same things getting repeated over and over again.
It's our pattern, we are attracting them.
Okay. And what about between the siblings?
I'm telling you, it can be with anyone.
No, suppose like my daughters don't have a good relationship. So then how can I heal them?
You cannot heal them. This journey is for them to learn. You can only bless both of them by saying that may your karmic account be clear and may you forgive each other. You can only just bless them. We cannot eat on somebody else's stomach. उनका अपना karmic account है, हमने उसमें interfere नहीं करना. My coach, whose book we are going to start today, he taught me one thing. There was a big challenge in my life. When I asked him the answer, he says, Romi, we all have come in our giant wheel. We are having a ride of a giant wheel. Okay? हम सब अपने giant wheel में आए हैं इस life में. And if you collide with anybody else, for my daughter, for my son, for my grandchildren, for my in-laws, parents, somebody, if I go into their giant wheel, I'll collide. And what will happen?
Yeah.
Collision.
Chaos.
So just watch it over. They will learn their lesson in their own time. We cannot shortcut. We are only having miseries because we want it to be all right. Nothing wrong. We can keep them blessing. We can clear our karmic account. We can do only this much.
Thank you,
I'll
ma'am.
tell you a very big miracle of yesterday. I called up my home and I asked my maid for something I was to tell her. My daughter, she's having this food, make that for her. And I got to know that my son left home by 6 o'clock. And as you know, he's divorced. And she didn't know where is he gone. And I called him. I said, have you got a girlfriend? You're roaming around with your girlfriend early morning. I'm joking with him. He says, no, I've come to a place where they hold your nubs and tell you everything. I'm looking for his good health. And you know, children are very stubborn. They don't listen to you when they're grown up. Is that true?
Very true, ma'am. Completely.
So I can make karmic account by telling, why don't you listen to me? Why don't you take care of your health? But I have left him after the pandemic. I'm not making any, because he has to learn his health. He has to wake up his way. He is learning. He is one of the best child on earth. He's genetically born with the genes with his father, who was most disliked human in this birth. Nobody could appreciate his father. But he is, you know, he's loved by everyone. The genetically things change because he had my genes too. But I'm not proud of myself that I'm being arrogant saying that, but he's majorly on me. He's very spiritual. He's very down to earth. He's very honest. He's very loyal. He's very hardworking. These things were not in my husband. So these are not patterns. You can break those patterns by being humble and just looking at the movie. क्या बोलती है गीता? मैंने नहीं पढ़ी है, but मेरे गुरु ने मेरे को सिखाया है. गीता कहती है दृष्टा भाव रखो. Watch it like a movie. We don't do that. We keep poking our nose into that. हम ही ठीक कर सकते हैं, हम ही बच्चों को ठीक करेंगे. नहीं, we have to leave that. वो concepts चले गए हैं when children will listen to you. Now children don't listen to you. So don't interfere. Only bless them. I only imagine that my son should have the best of health. And he's gone to somebody who's telling you're not even sick. And he has to live on steroids. And somebody's telling, leave all the medicines and I'll make you all right. Give me 15 days. And he's met some colonel who has got some shafa to heal him. But he doesn't listen to me. He doesn't follow power. He doesn't. He was, when I was doing healings, when I stopped it before that, he was doing all these sessions for me. And he healed. He created a miracle for his eye. You remember who was there then? None of you. His eye, they've got genetically a problem that the डेला को इंग्लिश में क्या बोलते हैं? आईबॉल ट्विस्ट हो जाता है. और जब आईबॉल ट्विस्ट हो जाएगा तो रिफ्लेक्शन नहीं बनेगा, तो ब्लर आईसाइट. एंड देन ही वाज ऑपरेटेड. देयर वाज सम इंस्ट्रूमेंट fixed in his eye so that it doesn't twist. And I was telling him to do Ho'oponopono, one of the healings from where I've learned from my coach. They said that their eye operation was postponed because of Ho'oponopono prayer. So one day he was sitting with me and I was doing the healing and he got enlightenment and he started listening to Ho'oponopono prayer all the night. And his other eyesight also started suffering, having blur. So one was operated, also was not treated right. He was still having blur eye. So he went to another doctor for the second eye because पहला ठीक नहीं हुआ, अब दूसरा. I can have fear, क्या होगा मेरे बेटे की आंखों का, कैसे life चलेगी. I didn't fear it all because I knew that it is his karmic account he has to clear. Will you believe it? Healing का effect, उसने रात सुना. जिस आय से ब्लर दिख रहा था, दिखाने दूसरा वाला गया, ये वाला आय भी ठीक हो गया. उन्होंने उसमें एक ऐसा लेंस डाल दिया है कि now his eyesight is perfectly all right. सो कार्मिक अकाउंट के लिए हमें वेट करना है, पर हमें उसमें एड ऑन नहीं करना वरी डाल के. यू अंडरस्टैंड अमिता? व्हाट आर वी डूइंग? ऑलवेज वरिंग. कब ठीक होगा? क्वेश्चन इज अ ब्लैक होल क्वेश्चन. उसको क्या बोला जा रहा है? बहुत खराब है. कब ठीक होगा इज नॉट अ क्वेश्चन. I trust you, universe, whatever you are teaching us through this situation. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. And I surrender. And I give you the permission, universe, to interfere and make things all right. So all those people who are struggling, it's only because of your karmic accounts. That's why in the evening, I heal everyone. Because now you are paying for journal and now you deserve healings. That's why all the people are talking about yesterday's healing. Understood? Good morning, everyone. All right, let's close this topic. It's so big, so big, so big, it's endless. Because I got to understand that all my struggles, all my difficulties in my life are only because I'm not forgiving people who have mistreated me. Once I started taking that journey forward and I was walking on the path, everything got dissolved. Wonderful, wonderful. Only by healing, Narayan. If there was one liner, I've given you so much, you could have followed. But we cannot follow without healing ourselves. If we are struggling, anybody who is struggling in life is only by holding your karmic accounts. You're not letting them go. You're not surrendering them. You're not forgiving them. You're not forgetting all the miseries. That's why you are struggling. Is that okay? Is that enough? So our evening sessions, every day we are doing the healing part.
Thank you, ma'am. How can I clear my karmic account with my employer and with my any other persons concerned to me?
I do one-on-one healings. I do group healings. You can join anyways, and you can release all karmic accounts.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. So we are on page 245 of this book. Is that right, Dippy? Okay. But before that, let's begin the prayer. It's 8:08 already, and the chapter is also small. A daily prayer for divine blessings. Every day we do the forgiveness. Every day you come and clean your karmic accounts. But it will only happen in the group because group energy is very powerful to release your karmic accounts. A daily prayer for divine blessings. Beloved divine Father, Mother, let your divine light fill my mind with wisdom and discernment. Let your divine love fill my heart with sweetness, warmness, and compassion for all. Let your divine power fill me with inner strength to do what is right and refrain from unwholesome actions and behaviors. Beloved Divine Mother, gaze upon me, your beloved child, with mercy, love, kindness and abundance. For thou art all compassionate. Thank you for your protection and thank you so much for your love. Now remember the name of one person whom you think has troubled you the most and you cannot forgive that person. Let's do the forgiveness prayer. Imagine that person is standing in front of you. Look into the eyes of that person and say, Atma, Namaste. I, the soul, salute the divinity in you. We are all children of Supreme God. We all make mistakes. We are all evolving. I forgive you and seek for your forgiveness at all levels. Go in peace. May you be blessed with good health, happiness, prosperity, and spirituality. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om. Having this forgiveness energy in your hand, rub your hands. Touch this energy wherever you feel like. Forgive yourself and remove the blockage and become a magnet to miracles. With that, let's start reading our chapter for the love of life, the power and life. The question is not really whether or not you go on, but rather how are you going to enjoy it? This is about life. You are an eternal being. You have all the time in the world to experience everything. There's no lack of time because you have forever. You have so many adventures ahead, so many things to experience, not just adventures on earth, because once we have mastered earth, we will begin new adventures in other worlds. There are galaxies, dimensions, and life that we can't even imagine now, but we will experience all of them. And we will experience them together because we are a part of creation. Billions of years from now, when we look out into creation for our next adventure, there will be worlds among worlds, galaxies among galaxies, and unlimited dimensions stretching out before us for all eternity. And so do you think with all this that perhaps you are a wee bit more special than you ever considered yourself to be? Do you think perhaps you might be a little more valuable than you thought? You, every person you know, and every person who has ever lived have no end. Don't you just want to wrap your arms around life and say thank you? When you understand these mysteries, don't you feel amazed? And don't you want to thank you for all these amazements? Are not you excited for the adventures ahead? तुम तो अभी उलझ के बैठे हुए हो, तुम एडवेंचर्स क्या करोगे? उलझ उलझ के जिंदगी को उलझा रखा है. रोज पढ़ा पढ़ा के थक जाती हूँ, फिर से नया सौदा लेके आ जाते हैं सुलझाने के लिए. Don't you want to stand on a mountain top and cry out with joy, yes, to a never-ending life? हर रोज डर डर के जीना भी क्या जीना हुआ? The purpose of your life, you have no cause for anything but gratitude and joy. अगर आज भी joy में जी नहीं रहे हो तो कल भी जीने का क्या फायदा है? If each moment is not full of joy, only, I told you, you plan a holiday, you go to point B where you want to go, and you think you'll be very happy. The moment you will get it, you will start striving for something else, and uski joy to chala hi jane wala hai. Because you're not living in the moment. The purpose of your life is joy. No, the purpose of your life. Gautam Buddha says, you have no cause for anything but gratitude and joy. आप इसी के लिए आए हो, कुछ और नहीं. कहाँ उलझ गए हम सब? The purpose of your life is joy. And so what do you think is the greatest joy in life? Make a list today. Today is the weekend, Friday task. What do you think is the greatest joy in life? Tripat, write this question for others to keep, they'll keep asking, we have to repeat it. Thank you, Tripat. The purpose of your life is joy. And so what do you think is the greatest joy in life? Giving. That is why in 5 years, I could never get bored by giving you all the teachings I learned from my miseries, from my life, because giving is so powerful. Understood? If a person has told me 6 years ago that the greatest joy in life is giving, I would have said, that's fine for you to say, and I'm struggling to survive and can barely make ends meet. And so I have nothing to give. कितने लोग ऐसा सोचते हैं? मैं तो खुद ही स्ट्रगल कर रहा हूं, मैं तुम्हें क्या दे सकता हूं? मेरे पास तो खुद ही पैसे नहीं है, मैं तुम्हें क्या दूं? कोई पैसे नहीं मांग रहा तुमसे भाई. They are asking for unconditional love. That is of much more value than money. Got it? So that's fine for you to say, I'm struggling to survive and I can barely make both ends meet. And so I have nothing to give. The greatest joy in life is giving, because unless you give, you will always be struggling to survive. किस किस ने लिंक शेयर किया लोगों को इकट्ठा करने में? Thank you so much, Vikash and Neelam. But when you will not give, you will not get. Thank you, Anupma. Okay? If you're struggling to survive, the greatest joy in life is giving, because unless you give, you will always be struggling to survive. Thank you so much. Life will be full of one problem after another, and just when you think everything is going along fine, something else will happen to throw you back into struggle and difficulty. It's a never-ending process. The greatest joy in life is giving, and there is only one thing you can give, is your love. जिसमें ना कोई पैसा खर्च होना है, but क्या आपके अंदर इतना है जो आप दे सको? Do you have enough to distribute it? You love, your joy, your positivity, your excitement, your gratitude, and your passion are the true and everlasting things in life. All the riches in the world cannot even come close to the most priceless gift in all the creations, and the love inside you. किसी के लिए बचा के रखा है, उसी को दूंगी या दूंगा, बाकी सबको तो नहीं देना. उस एक ने आना नहीं और आपने ऐसे ही चले जाना है. Give the best of you, give your love, because it is the magnet to all the riches of the life. And your life will become richer than you thought was possible, Because when you give love, you're fulfilling the entire purpose of your life. When you give love, you will receive back so much love and joy that you will feel it is almost more than you can take. But you can take unlimited love and joy because it's who you are. There is a saying by a philosopher and a priest. He says, someday when men have conquered the winds, the waves, the tides, and the gravity, we will harness for God the energies of love. And then for a second time in the history of the world, man will have discovered fire. It's a very profound meaning. I will share it some other time. You came into this world with your love, and it is the only thing you can take with you. While you are here, every time you choose the positive, every time you choose to feel good, you are giving your love. And with it, you light up the world. And everything you can wish for, everything you can dream of, everything you love will follow you wherever you go. So what are you waiting for? You have the greatest force in the universe within you, and with it, you will have an amazing life. The power is within you. And that's the end of this book. And the beginning of your life. That is what Rhonda has written. And let's read the point of power. You have always existed and you will always exist because you are a part of the creation. It's a very profound line. This part of the book, each part of the book is too profound, but this is something we really need to read again and again and again. Only then we will imbibe that in the mitochondria of ourselves. So every person you know and every person who has ever lived has no end. To find heaven on earth is to live your life at the same frequency as your being, pure love and joy. The greatest joy in life is giving, because unless you give, you will always be struggling to survive. Your love, your joy, your positivity, your excitement, your gratitude, and your passion are the true and everlasting things in life. All the riches in the world cannot even come close to the most priceless gift in all of the creation, the love inside you. Give your love because it is magnet to all the riches of the life. While you are here, every time you choose the positive, every time you choose to feel good, you are giving your love. And with it, you light up the world. And with that, we come to an end of this book. And she's giving you intentions. May the power bring you love and joy for your entire existence. That is my intention for you and for the world. And that is what she has done to us. So about the author, Rhonda Byrne, intention is joy to billions. She began her journey with The Secret film, viewed by millions across the planet. She followed with The Secret book, a worldwide bestseller now available in 46 languages. Now with the power, Rhonda Byrne continues her groundbreaking work as she reveals the single greatest force in our universe. And what is that force? That is love. With that, we come to an end of this book. But you get so attached to this book. Whenever I've read this book, it is like Bible. What do I used to do? When I was having a miserable life, I'll take this book, open this book, and the line has come to me, the mind acts like an enemy for those who don't control it. Bhagavad Gita. So I will go to the deep meaning of it. And the whole day, I will just keep on thinking, keep on thinking. And that kind of practicing, I'm going to give you in 21 habits, 21 days, starting from 1st December. Get ready. This is a paid program. Make your money ready for those who really want to bring the most joyful life in their life. Thank you so much, Praveen. With that, we come to an end. You have any question you can ask? Otherwise, we'll close the session. Give love and the success is there.
Madam, can you please repeat about that class which you just said now?
Sorry?
You have just informed about one paid program.
We are starting from 1st of December. It's going to be a 365 miracle challenge. We are starting 21 days, 21 habits. I will give you 21 habits and I'll help you to create 21 habits in 21 days.
Okay.
With many of these kind of things I'm creating, we are working on it. And it's starting on 1st of December.
Okay.
100. Its cost is going to be 2,100. It's a 21 days challenge.
Okay.
And it'll be for 2,100 because I've been giving free of cost challenges, but I'm not seeing big success. I want big success. I really want you to flourish. I really want you to mint money. I really want you to have love in your life. I really want you to succeed. I really want you to touch anything and turn into gold. 5 in the morning, 5 a.m. It's going to be a 5 a.m. club.
Okay.
No, you will not make a separate notebook. You will get another journal for it. I believe in journal because journal is, you have the document. You can use it whenever you want. It should be for your lifetime investment. One-time learning, lifetime of results. If you've not documented it, the mind forgets it. But if you've written everything, it's going to be a magical practice. I promise you, you will be amazed what is coming for you, what you can never even imagine. Yes, Vikash.
मैम कार्मिक अकाउंट का आपने जो ये 12 दिन का चैलेंज है इसमें पहले बताया है कि कुछ?
मेरी सारी YouTube इसी से भरी हुई है। हर रोज मैं कार्मिक अकाउंट का रोना रोती हूँ।
ठीक है ना, मैं देखता हूँ मैं कुछ उसका आप कुछ बनाना चाहते हैं। और एक वही अभी आपने बताया तो शायद कल आपने एक स्टेटस पे लगा रखा था, बुद्धा वाला थे कोई, वो बता रहे थे कि आप जो चीज के लिए इंजॉय मतलब एक लेवल पे जाते हो और उसको भूल जाते हो, तो वो इंजॉयमेंट ही पॉइंट है, वही आपका।
आई एम एक्चुअली ओशो सन्यासी, सो वो ओशो ने हमें सिखाया हुआ है भैरव तंत्र। ओके, सो भैरव तंत्र के बहुत सूत्र हैं। 5 a.m. 365 miracle classes. The new one is starting at 5 a.m. Otherwise, we meet at 7:30 for the healings. So Bhairav Tantra, that Swamiji is sent me one link, but he said that he'll be doing more, he'll be giving more clarity. Actually, Osho has given a very clear life, how to follow life, how to live everyday life. So I like his way of teachings, and that has really given me the clarity how I have to live on earth in this incarnation as a human being. So that gives me a lot of clarity. All right, any more questions?
Yeah, ma'am, for 365 class, do we have it tomorrow, ma'am? What time tomorrow?
7:30.
7:30. Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Right, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. All right. With that, we have got 2 minutes.
Is it morning 7:30, ma'am? Tomorrow is Saturday.
Yes.
Fine.
Yes. This is a session for people who have taken 1-year challenge, 365 days challenge. They'll be meeting me tomorrow morning. They will be learning from me extra, then the journaling on Saturday, 7:30. Because I've got so much to give you because of my personal difficult experience of life. because of my miseries. All that I applied in my practical life has given me all that I'm sharing with you. All right. With that, we come to an end. It's a weekend. क्या question डाला था मैंने? त्रिपत? हमको क्या करना है for 72 hours? Yes, the purpose of life. The purpose of life तो नहीं समझ में आएगा. What is the greatest joy? What gives you joy?
Greatest joy of life, you said, ma'am.
Yeah. What all gives you joy? Make a list of it. आपको क्या क्या देख के खुशी मिलती है? 72 hours, find out the things जिससे खुशी मिलती है, जिसको आप मिस कर रहे हो और आप खुश नहीं हो रहे हो. Write them down, okay? And post the list in the group, magical group, miraculous group, okay? See you there. And I'll give you something beautiful realization on Monday. Okay. With that,
मैडम बुक कौन सी शुरू करनी हो?
आपने नहीं देखा? The Law of Attraction by my master, Mitesh Khatri.
Ma'am, my book is coming today, another 1 or 2 hours.
Wonderful.
Amazon is giving a 1-day delivery, ma'am.
Awesome.
Ordered it yesterday.
1 day, okay. Anupma, who has shared this link?
What is the title of your book, ma'am?
Yes,
The Law of Attraction. Anupma, for 1 year, people are paying 12,000 rupees of the session 1310.
Okay.
For that, you have to pay 12,000 for 1 year. You'll be saving almost 4,000 rupees.
Madam, Law of Attraction by
Mitesh
Ma'am,
Khatri.
in 1 year, what are the practices we do?
आपको बोला है कि उसमें 52 वीक्स में आपको एक्स्ट्रा नॉलेज देनी है. मुझे बहुत कुछ है उसमें, मैं आपको कुछ ऐसे नहीं पढ़ा सकती, आने पे ही पता लगेगा.
Okay, ma'am.
All right. Okay, with that we come to an end. Have a day, have a weekend full of magical moments.
मैडम ये मेरे लिए तो मेडिकल
Thank
हो
you.
गया, बिकॉज आई वाज थिंकिंग कि लॉ ऑफ अट्रैक्शन ही पढ़ाया जाए, जबकि आप
Okay.
रिलेशनशिप की बात कर रहे थे, एंड आई वांटेड दिस.
All right.
And I also said that, ma'am, we want to read the book by your coach.
Awesome.
So it
Awesome.
happened.
Yes. And if it is
Your
so many,
name, madam, your coach
Mitesh
name.
Khatri. Mitesh Khatri.
मैम आप रिलेशनशिप पे कब शुरू करोगे सेशन?
कौन पूछ रहे हैं ये?
अमिता.
Dr. Amita?
You said last time that we were talking about relationships, so I'm so excitedly waiting for it.
Okay. What we can do, we can have a 7 days plan for relationships or 10 days plan for relationship. Because relationship is very profound course. It needs 3 months minimum.
Okay.
Once a week, but we can start on relationship as well.
No, because the other day you asked for a pooling and everybody gave you relationship R.
I know that. I know that. I know people are
हम भी तो
struggling.
बैठे हुए हैं ना. हम भी तो बैठे.
It's not that. It's not that. Actually, if I don't teach you law of attraction, even relationships will not improve. So root
Right.
cause, I mean, if we deal with law of attraction, which has given power to so many people, even in relations. But if you want to go for profound, we will think of it and I'll declare that soon. Okay?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we will start it in January, but we begin with a big bang of 21 habits, 21 days. Let's complete that and then we'll go to relations. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, perfectly fine. As you
Thank you so much. All the best. Love you all. God bless you.
Thank you,
See you on
ma'am. Thank you,
Monday.
ma'am.
And
Love you,
join for
ma'am.
the healings in the